Good evening, everyone. It's Sam here with Sacred Oak Temple. Tonight's full moon is centered on finding our own myths. To begin with, Sacred Oak Temple acknowledges that we're located in Treaty 6 territory. This is the ancestral and traditional territory of the Cree, the Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and Nakota Sioux, as well as the Métis peoples. We offer tobacco now to the ancestors of this land as a recognition, and we ask for permission to come to belong here. Now is the time to put aside the cares and concerns of the day, to join together in community. Please settle yourselves in your place. Rock back and forth until you feel comfortably balanced, or settle yourself in your chair and listen to my voice. We are all children of the same grandmother Earth, born from the same great parents, the All-Mother and All-Father of humanity, sisters and brothers to the trees and the sky. Our blood is like rivers, our tears like clouds, our breath like the wind. Breathe. And breathe again. We are all of one breath, all of one community, prepared to enter sacred space. This is a ritual about creating our own personal myths. I'm going to cast a circle now. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, halfway between the worlds of gods and mortals. This is a place that is all places, a time in eternity where gods and mortals come together. And this is a place that is our home, a time in our lives where we can be greater than we thought. Now I'm going to invite in the spirits of the elements. Follow along with me at home. Behind me is the east. Once upon a time, at the beginning of everything, we opened the way for the power of the air. A mysterious stranger comes to our door. She knocks, and she gives us a quest as we open the way for the power of fire. So we pack up our things and we head out on the road. We've taken up our destiny, although we don't know what it is. And we move and we flow and we open the way for the power of water. We come to the dark, surrounded by enemies, in the chapel perilous. We struggle to endure, we long for certainty. Fighting to our feet, we open the way for the power of the earth. There is a light ahead and in our hearts. There is a voice whispering good advice into our ears. There is the certainty and the power of spirit that supports us as we journey. And we open the way now for the power of spirit. I call for the presence of the Great Mother to bless our circle and our quest. I call for the presence of the All-Father to bless our circle and our quest. In our lives, we often feel powerless and insignificant. We can feel that all the great stories, all the power, all the meaning is in the lives of others. We can look at the myths and the sacred stories and not see ourselves in there at all. Who am I to the goddess, and what heroic deeds have I done in this small and quiet life of mine? Well, in reality, we are the center of great stories, lives that have profound meaning because they are unique. They are our stories that only we can tell, wonders that we have seen, and experiences that only we can tell of. Telling the sacred stories of your own life, rewriting what you say about yourself to find new meaning stories, awakens new connections to the divine that acts through us. Instead of thinking that your life is small, I'd like you to start by saying that it is huge. You have the greatest powers in the universe moving through you. You can love. You have the power to create and make. You have felt great pain and fear, and you have overcome those things again and again. You are a hero, the center of a great and human life. You have again and again loved, feared, grown, and you've both found and lost yourself and found yourself again. When we rewrite our personal stories and we bring myth out of our own lives and tell the great stories of our own experience, not just one meaning, but all of them pulled together. Surely a life where I mourned the death of a dear friend and mentor and was inspired by the goddess to write poetry. A life where I stood in awe beside the tiny crib of my newborn son, and I touched his arm, covered in tiny hairs soft as a breath, and I fell completely and permanently in love with him. Or a life where I loved a woman who moved away, and I cried for 2 days in my bed in intense pain. And a life in which I anointed the dead and prayed in the hospital with the family of a dead man. Surely this is a life worthy of stories. There are stories in each of our lives, moments of greatness and kindness, intensity, love, hate, passion, pride. These are myths, the stories that are meaningful, selected now from all of the stories of our lives, the meaning story of our lives, to suit our goals and where we want to be. Stories that we can change as we change. Now take a moment to sit comfortably again and close your eyes. And I'd like you to say to yourselves after me, I am the hero in my life. With greatness and a calling. Once upon a time, at the beginning of everything, a mysterious stranger came to my door. She knocked and gave me a quest. I packed up my life and headed out on the road. I took up my destiny. Even though I do not know what it is. In the dark, surrounded by enemies, in the chapel perilous, I struggled to endure. I longed for certainty. But there is a light ahead and in my heart. there is a voice whispering good advice into my ears. There is the certainty and power of spirit. That supports me as I journey. And I still have more life ahead. More stories. More perils. More love. Take a breath and open your eyes. We can't mistake the stories of our lives for our lives, or any one of the meanings that we find for the whole thing, because our stories do not end. We don't need to have a single, unchanging identity or a single meaning to be effective and fulfilled, in tune with the divine, or happy. Stories move us forward. They remind us that we are heroes, living. The critical moment is always now and here. Even now, in sordid particulars, the eternal design may appear. So please, friends, tell your stories. Be the heroes that you are. It's time now to bless and share food and drink. It's not we who bless food and drink, but they who bless us. In their nature, they nourish our bodies, and in sharing food and drink, we create community. May you never thirst. And may you never hunger. Have something to eat and something to drink. And share food and drink with me now, and with whoever is in your circle at home. May the gods who shared with us in our meal and celebration bless us. May those who shared the world of the Spirit with us, who taught and nourished us, be blessed. The earth is our home. We are fed, safe, and secure. Blessed be. The moon lights our way now as this celebration comes to an end, but the warmth of love continues, and blessed be. Strength and courage from those on the path with us. In our unity is our strength. Blessed be. And we end this circle now with the breath of life, with that first great blessing. Blessed be. Before we completely leave this sacred space, I'd like you all to take 3 deep breaths and hold them for a second and then release. 1 and 2 and 3. May we go from this place refreshed and aware. This circle is open but unbroken, and merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. The next temple rite will be the new moon, November 1st at 7 p.m. It will be our Samhain ritual, a time to remember all of those that we knew and loved who've died over the past year, and to call upon our ancestors for advice. We continue to look toward restarting public in-person temple rites, and we encourage those who are interested to contact us to be involved in that discussion. In addition, I've been feeling the itch to do some more teaching and to offer classes in Wicca, Wiccan basics, and encourage anyone who's interested to contact me about that as well. Take care now. Blessed be.